Hello everyone, I'm Deb Courtney. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Well, I'm talking about how people that really want a high quality of life and how you are really wanting to make the changes and the intention to do the changes that are usually required for a great life. They will not fall in your lap. You have to make sure that it is something that you really want to do, but they can be done, and the rewards are tremendous. They are awesome. I know simply because I have lived it, and I wouldn't really want to live any other way, and I'm so glad I found these out. A lot of people helped me to learn this. Sometimes the lessons were not too, to put it in a southern slang, purdy. However, it got me to where I needed to be. It got me to the mindset that I needed to have. Have I arrived? Absolutely not. I am not where I need to be, but I'm not where I used to be. I'm further along. And your journey in doing some of these things will take a lifetime. This, by all means, is not all there are. You may have some yourself that you are aware of that you can add to this, but these are what I wanted to share with you. And so let's begin. I want to talk about your joy and happiness and what that looks like as far as your personal path to having a uniquely great, fulfilled life and how you can get there. So let's begin. This is what I had to say about happiness and joy. And this was probably about 15, 20 years ago. Happiness and joy comes from being who you want and having what you want. Now, a lot of times people think what they want may bring them happiness and joy, and sometimes it doesn't. I have been there, done that, got the t-shirt. I thought I wanted something, and when you get it, you find out it really wasn't what you wanted. But most of the time, I'm talking about most of the time, happiness and joy comes from being who you want and having what you want. Happiness and joy, they're not mysterious. You can create these things by being very, very selfish, and I don't mean that in a negative way. And by listening to your inner guide, your inner spirit, and we all have one, as opposed to society, culture, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, or being controlled by potential consequences that are not conducive to the choice you really, well, we all make choices, but all choices do come with consequences. Just depends upon what kind of consequence you want, because it is a choice. So here we go. When experiencing happiness and joy, a person, this is what I wrote down, feels gratified and wants more of this, wants more gratification, is able to contribute well to others that they care about, is doing exactly what they want to do, and is pleasure-oriented and is willing to have more of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can carry anything to an extreme and it get ugly. You can. You might like to parachute out of an airplane, but if you don't got that parachute properly packed, it might get ugly. It might turn right the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? So, happiness and joy is a choice. So the next one I wrote down is until a person has that happiness and joy, what will you experience? Well, you experience sadness and unhappiness. You know, you will find some people that don't have a problem with that, ever. They enjoy sadness and unhappiness. It's sad, but it's true. You can't figure out how to be happy. Happiness and joy are elusive to you. You can never grasp it. And your definition of happiness and joy could be very different from the next person's definition of happiness and joy. Just remember that. You're stuck. You're miserable in the present with no way out. And I understand that. I've been there, done that. But you know what? You know what I had to tell myself? Even a caged bird sings. Doesn't even know what will make her or him truly happy. Some people have no clue of what would make them happy. And so, of course, that's where you get into the investigation and doing your own due diligence of what your happiness and joy looks like. Now, there is a difference between happiness and joy. Let me tell you about this. Happiness has to do with happenstance, has to do with what's happening in your life. So it's prefaced with that, happiness. What's happening, what's going on, happenstance. If you win the lottery, you're happy. But a minute before you check the numbers, before they gave you the numbers out, you were sad. Okay? So you know what I'm saying? It's that kind of definition. Happiness depends upon happenstance. Happiness, some people think their happiness depends upon another human being. But now joy is totally different. Joy does not depend on what's happening in your life. Joy, being joyful, comes from inside, your inner spirit. How you have set your life up, your mindset up, your heart up to live in joy. Totally different. Okay, so here we go. These are some keys, concepts that I have used in my life to be more joyful and happy. And sometimes you just have to have happiness and find happiness on the way to joy. So here we go. Figure out what does make you constantly happy. Figure that out. Write it down if you have to. If you can't remember it, write it down. Figure out what does make you consistently happy. Next is get your needs met so you can afford your wants. You know, there's a difference between needs and wants. Become internally generative versus externally motivated. Become internally generative. You generate it on the inside. It's an inner thing. Versus externally motivated by what's going on outside of you for joy and happiness. There is a big difference. Some of these take hard work, but it can be done. Take what you need to be your best. Become truly selfish, not egotistical. There is a difference. become, and selfishness can be good or bad. Start creating a project that makes you feel very, very, very good. Eliminate every single toleration and source of suffering. Now, that may take time, and that's okay, but eliminate every single toleration and source of suffering, and it can be done. I have done it. Restore your integrity to be 100%. You know, a lot of people don't know a lot about us. We know more about ourselves than we do other people. And God knows more about us than we know about us. But whatever has gotten you down, whatever has been talking to you, a mindset, or whatever actions that you have taken that you do not feel 100% integrity about yourself, find out what it is you can do to restore that and get it done. Because you have to live with yourself before you live with anyone else. Period. And once you understand that, then take the necessary steps to get this done. Stop doing what you should do and do what you need or want to do. You know, shoulda, coulda, woulda doesn't work. You have to take the steps. Like I said, this is all intentional. Experience the difference between thoughts and feelings. Okay? Experience the difference. Sit down mindfully, intentionally, and understand the difference between thoughts and feelings. And when you do that, if you have to get you a dictionary or Google, hey Google, give me the definition of a thought. Give me a definition of feelings. Sometimes you just have to start with definitions of things and then sit down and think about how this relates to you and your life and how you want your life's journey to operate and work and be. And then go from there. So, this is what I have. These are things that help me so much. I think here's another one. Eliminate every single toleration and source of suffering. That's the last one. Eliminate every single toleration. And we've discussed tolerations. Get rid of the tolerations. Eliminate it. Every single toleration and source of suffering. Sometimes I could not eliminate my tolerations for years. And I knew that. I knew that was not going to go away for a long, long, long time. So I had to figure out, how can I be happy and joyful in the present time that I was in until that day came when I could eliminate that toleration? Maybe something you'll have to take a look at too. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you got some kind of good information, of things that you can look at and see how you can be happy and joyful in your own personal journey and walk. So go out and make it a great day. I'm glad I found you. I'm definitely glad you found me. I look forward to doing this every week. Am I the best in video? No. And I'm not. But I'm working on it. I'm not where I need to be on videos, but at least I'm not where I used to be. So anyways, have a great day, and I will see you again next week. It's going to be a good topic.